Hello all and welcome to Success EduTech. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like, share and kindly subscribe the channel. Please press the bell icon to get more notifications on videos. Myself is Manjari Kashyap. I have a master's in science and with a teaching experience of more than 5 years. I will teach you class 8 science CBSE board through NCERT books. The second chapter we are covering the microorganisms friend and foe. I have already covered different topics of this chapter in my previous 10 videos. The link of my previous videos are given in the description box. Kindly go through it. The topics which I have covered are microorganisms and classification. Where do microorganisms live? Making of curd and bread, use of microorganisms in bakery, commercial use of microorganisms, fermentation, medicinal use of microorganisms, antibiotics, vaccine, increasing soil fertility and cleaning of the environment. In today's video, I am covering the topic of harmful microorganisms in which we will see diseases of plants, animals and humans. Okay, so let's go through the chapter to discuss today's topic. Here are in table 2.1 are some common human diseases which are caused by microorganisms. So students, you have to learn it by heart. The human disease called tuberculosis is caused by bacteria, measles is caused by virus, chickenpox is caused by virus, polio is caused by virus, and mode of transmission of tuberculosis and measles is through air. The mode of transmission of chickenpox and polio is by air or physical contact, and polio is by air or water. So to prevent uh, these four diseases which can transmit by air, the means of transmission of tuberculosis, measles, chickenpox and polio is by air. So what is the preventive measure? Keep the patient in complete isolation because it can spread by air. We have to, the patient with the person which is infected, it should be kept in isolation so that person does not come in contact with other people. Keep the personal belongings of the patient away from those of others. The person's chickenpox, it spreads by physical contact also. So the belonging of the person, the clothes and the different things which are personal, which that can should not be shared to other people. Otherwise, the healthy individual will also become sick. And vaccinations are there for different diseases like vaccination is for measles, vaccination is for polio, and vaccination is for chickenpox. So vaccination should be given at suitable age to prevent these diseases. Next, the disease cholera is caused by bacteria and it spreads by water and food, either water or food. The disease typhoid is caused by a bacteria and it spreads by water. So because these both diseases are spread by water, what should be the preventive measure? Maintain personal hygiene and good sanitary habits. Cholera is spread by food. So because it spreads by food, we should maintain the consume properly cooked food and boiled drinking water. Okay, because it transmits by water, we should the always use mm, the drinking water should be clean, and for cleaning boiling can be done. Vaccination is the measure by which this disease can be prevented. For next disease is hepatitis A. Hepatitis A is caused by virus and it transmits by, the mode of transmission is water. So what should be done? Drinking water should be cleaned and it can be cleaned by boiling. There is a vaccine for hepatitis A, so vaccination should be done at proper age. Next is malaria, and malaria is caused by Plasmodium. Plasmodium is a protozoa. In the section of microorganisms, classification of microorganisms, you have learned that among the 5 major types of classification of microorganism, protozoa is also a microorganism, and hence Plasmodium is a protozoa. This malaria is spread by mosquitoes. So what should be the preventive measure? Use mosquito net and repellents. You know that different mosquito repellents are present in the market. Spray insecticides and control breeding of mosquitoes. We all know that different insecticides are sprayed for the control of mosquitoes, and we should also control the breeding of mosquitoes by not allowing water to collect in the surroundings. Now, we have learned that microorganisms cause disease in humans. Microorganisms also cause disease in animals. An example of this is anthrax. Anthrax is a very dangerous disease which is caused by a bacterium. And in which animal it causes disease? In cattle and in human. So you have to learn this, students. Another example of animal disease is foot and mouth disease. Foot and mouth disease is also a disease caused in cattle by the virus. So there are two diseases, anthrax and foot and mouth diseases. These are in the category of animal diseases, and anthrax is caused by bacterium, foot and mouth disease is caused by virus. So this is that this you have to learn. Now Robert Koch, a very important and famous scientist, Robert Koch, in 1876 he discovered the bacterium. Which bacterium? Bacillus anthracis. Bacillus anthracis is the bacterium which causes the anthrax disease. Look, students, anthracis is the species of this bacteria, and because its species is anthracis, the disease is named on the name of bacterium, and the disease is anthrax, which is named on the name of bacterium, the pathogen. Okay, so you have to learn the name of this famous scientist Robert Koch, who discovered the bacteria of anthrax disease, the Bacillus anthracis. We have already learned that microorganisms cause disease in humans and animals. Disease causing microorganisms in plants. Microorganisms also cause disease in plants, and in this way they uh, disturb the productivity or a lot of crop and agriculture. In this way they create a big loss for us, for our food production. Several microorganisms cause disease in plants like wheat, rice, potato, sugarcane, orange, apple, and others. In the plants, these names you have to learn. The disease reduce the yield of crops. Due to these pathogens, the crop production is reduced, and in this way they affect the human also. See table 2.2 for which for some such plant diseases. The, let's see table 2.2. Some common plant diseases which are caused by microorganisms. The plants are, the disease name is citrus canker. As you know, citrus canker, as the name symbolizes, it is caused in citrus, or means lemon. Okay, lemon plant. So the citrus canker is caused by the microorganism is bacteria, and the mode of transmission is air. The next disease is rust of wheat. it is caused in the wheat plant, and the disease is called rust of wheat. The microorganism is fungi, and the mode of transmission is air and by seeds. If the seed is infected, then the plant which will grow will also be infected. Next disease is yellow vein mosaic of bhindi. Bhindi is also called okra. So this disease is caused by virus, and the mode of transmission is a insect. So you have to learn this: the citrus canker, the rust of wheat, and the yellow vein mosaic of bhindi. How this plant disease is controlled? They can be controlled by the use of chemical or pesticides. So there are different pesticides, chemical pesticides, and also biopesticides, which are used for the protection of plant diseases. Okay, students, now we have completed the harmful effect of microorganisms, and as you all know that after the completion of one portion, we have one question for that. So the question from this portion is that you have to name the some carrier or vectors of disease. Go through this section properly and you will have the answer of this question. So this topic ends here. Kindly subscribe the channel and please press the bell icon to get more notifications. I will continue this chapter in my next video. You can also see the all my previous videos. The link of my all previous videos is given in the description box. The next topic which I will cover is food preservation and food poisoning. So please keep on watching my videos and you will get